What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today is Thursday, April 28th, and we're going to be talking about the other side and some predictions that we think could be happening this Saturday on April 30th. Now, there's a lot of speculation out there, and that's because no one really knows what's really going to happen on Saturday. So everybody's doing their job to best prepare, and there are some predictions from a couple Twitter followers that I want to share with you guys that I think would be really helpful to help you understand how you should get ready. Now, before we begin, it's most important that you watch this entire video because it's really good to get a sense of where you need to be positioned at. So as always, guys, if you like the content and if you want to continue seeing content like this, be sure to smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to join our Patreon page, and most importantly, please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I'll never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email. So please be careful and invest safely. So let's go ahead and get right into it because there's a lot to cover, but I want to get through this really quick with you guys. So let's go ahead and talk about Apecoin, because right now Apecoin is at $22. And when we made our last video, it was around $19. And as you can see here on the 7-day chart, it's only been growing substantially over time. Now you may be wondering, do I buy in right now, or do I need to dollar cost average into this before Saturday? And that's really up for you to decide, because honestly, I think the reason why people, in my own opinion, people are stacking up on these ape coins is honestly because they're just trying to best prepare themselves, have funds in their wallet, at least in their MetaMask, so that they're ready to buy whatever the price is going to be. Again, nothing has been released yet, but I'm going to show you a slide that has been leaked but has not been confirmed to be the actual statistics around how the sale will go. Again, this is just something that the Bored Ape community has seen, has shared, and I want to give a shout out to my friend Chris, who had shared this document with us. But Apecoin seems to be doing quite well, and I do expect that this could possibly reach $25 in the next couple days, especially given the announcement, because there's no announcement yet. This is still growing 13% just within the 24 hours, just based on speculation. Just imagine when it does have confirmed news from the other side. Now, moving on, I just want to show this real quick, which was basically the overall roadmap of Bored Ape Yacht Club. Now, I feel like after looking at this chart, I don't need to go into detail about it, but I feel like we haven't really even started at this point yet. There's all these different things that are lined up for the roadmap ahead. One of the most exciting things I'm about is a top secret blockchain game up here. I don't know what that's going to look like, but it's going to be really awesome. There's also an in real life event that's going to happen in Miami at some certain point. But either way, we have a long way to go until we get to the Bored Ape Yacht Club DAO, right? That's what your Apecoin could be used for. So I just imagine, again, not financial advice, just my own opinion, I feel like since we're right here, it may be a long time until we actually see this, and it could be a year. And if you guys don't know, when you lock up your funds for the land, it's going to be locked up for a year. Now, I created this poll just to get a sense from you guys how much Apecoin you think you may need in order to mint one of these Bored Ape Yacht Club lands. And so this was 2 days ago, and many of you, majority of you said out of 120 votes, it was going to be around 500 plus ape. So that's a lot of money considering that it's like more than, maybe it's like around $10,000 or more. But still, like, that's a good sense to get from you guys how much these lands will cost. Now, I think it's really important that we discuss what the Bored Ape Yacht Club community is actually talking about within each other and what they predict. So I'm going to start with Tenacious ETH. He says there's a lot of people who didn't KYC who want land. Secondary market will be effing wild. Now, if you guys don't know, not a lot of people, even especially Bored Ape holders, didn't KYC. And I'm seeing it all in the comments right now, and they're actually trying to buy wallets from other people. And just as an FYI, never buy a MetaMask wallet from somebody else claiming that they have KYC approved just because they have the secret phrase. So if they buy your wallet, or if you end up buying somebody else's wallet who claims that they have a KYC, well, guess what? They have the secret phrase, and they could just log back onto their MetaMask at home and withdraw all your Apecoin, and there you go, you just lost all your funds, and possibly more. Maybe your ETH, whatever you have in there, your NFTs. Either way, they have access to all of it, so just avoid that as much as possible. He also said, I know people who KYC but don't have enough funds to mint. Have a feeling if you KYC and have plenty of ape, you will be very happy on Saturday. So we got to find out how much ape that's going to be. And it is true, not a lot of people have enough ape or stacked up on ape when they are KYC approved. So hopefully you're in the position to buy these, and you just have to also keep in mind you have to have some Ethereum on the side in the same wallet to pay for the transaction fees. And I do imagine the transaction fees will be in the couple hundreds, possibly even to $1,000 or more. So just keep that in mind. This is going to be gas wars. This is what they call gas wars. This is obviously, and I've showed this before, what you need to see in order to be approved. You have to see the approved symbol here, and that confirms that you are able to have a chance to mint one of these lands. Now, Ape Gang said this: the other side mint 70,000 supply. Let's assume the Dutch auction is starting at 300 Ape, which is around 2 Ethereums. How quickly does that sell out? Now, in this one, I just want to share that this is just a prediction. We're assuming that the Dutch auction is going to be 300 Ape at most. And with the Dutch auction, it could lower, but the thing is, I think so many people want this, it's going to stay at 300. So that's, again, roughly 2 ETH, around 6,000, a little bit less than $7,000. So just keep that in mind. Now, Knox said this: an ETH block is 30 M gas, and it's mined in 10 seconds. Assuming 20 mins per transaction limit, that's around 2 M gas per transaction. So 300 mins every 10 seconds. With that math, the technical limit to sell out is 30 minutes. So he's assuming that with all the circulating lands, with all the people trying to mint, it's going to take around 30 minutes. I think it would be a lot faster than that, especially given the fact that there are certain whales out there who have ton of Ape, ton of ETH. They can speed up their transaction, and that can occur within just a couple minutes, maybe even less than that. So just keep that in mind. People have a lot more money out there, and they could mint as much land as possible. I think it's more important for you to at least have one land. Now, in this one, this person also replied to him saying, each Bored Ape Yacht Club owner was given 10,000 apes when it launched, right? That means all 10,000 owners could hypothetically mint 50 each at 200 ape mint price, being capped at 30. So if they all minted max, they still have around 4,000 ape left over. Those numbers correct? And that's a really good point. But the whole point of this post is at least it would be around 200 ape. So again, there's a lot of different predictions from 300, 200, how far can this go? How low can it go? You may be wondering what a Dutch auction is, and I mentioned this before in my previous video, which I put in the upper right hand side, but I just want to explain it here in this description. A Dutch auction is a market structure in which the price of something offered is determined after taking in all the bids to arrive at the highest price, at which the total offerings can be sold. In this type of auction, investors place a bid for the amount they are willing to buy in terms of quantity and price. So if it's going to be 300, if it's going to be 200, again, you should aim to go for the highest price. Now, this is the slide that you guys have been waiting for. This is obviously a leaked document way long ago. Again, this is not something that you should take into account, but it should give you some assist into finding out what you should do. But this did come from Yuga Labs, and I want to show you what the lands kind of look like because it's pretty cool. Now, it says the meta RPG will launch with the land sale. These land plots will correspond to the real land in our game. Now here we go, the land drops. The meta RPG will be made up of 200,000 land plots total, all launched through Animoca brands. Now the Genesis drop, which I think they're trying to imply like maybe this could be it, this could be the one that's coming up this Saturday, will have around 100,000 plots. Now 30% will be reserved for the holders of Bored Ape and Mutant Apes, and then 70,000 for the public. Now we don't know if that's true. Again, this is just all speculation. The conservative estimate for the land price is around 1 ETH for each plot. Now 1 ETH is roughly around 150 ape coins to 200 ape coins, so at least that gives you a sense of what you need to have. But it says here the initial land sale will include teases to future paired NFTs such as in-game characters, resources, artifacts, and more. I wonder what that means. Now this is a great design of what it could look like. Now it says each plot of land will have the possibility of containing natural resources, rare artifacts, and if you're lucky, a Koda. Now, a Koda is what the community has been looking forward to and wanting to be a part in buying one of these, but they just don't know how. And these are the different types of lands that are a work in progress based on this pitch deck. So you can kind of see how cool each one of these kind of look like when it's in regarding the land. So now you can determine, how interesting this is going to be and how crazy this world is going to be. Now, this is a great example of what a land could come with, right? It comes with the slime. Maybe that's referring to the serum, the mutant serum, or maybe a mutant ape. As you can see here, this is the mutant ape right here. Maybe this is what it would look like underneath your land, which could actually add value. Who knows? It could include a Koda, but also a Koda shield, which is part of the land resources. And most importantly, let's talk about the Kodas, right? We want to know how many Kodas are going to be. Well, maybe this is it. There will be around 10,000 unique Kodas randomly distributed amongst the lands. And again, there's like a ton of lands out there just based on this document. Are there 100,000, 200,000? We don't really know. And with these different designs, you could see here that maybe these things could be worth a lot more money. Again, this is the Genesis project, so maybe these would be worth just as fair to a Kennel Club or a Mutant Ape. Again, I think people are going to want these as much as possible, so just be ready for the demand. Now here, I just want to show you the map. There are two things I want to show you right now. And again, this chart, this timeline is it's just not correct. It's just not, fact. We just need to take this into account because this was made in 2021. None of this happened. So obviously just take this with a grain of salt. Now, the first thing I want to point out is if this was considered this Saturday, the first land sale, like they said in the previous slides, that it'd be around 1 to 100,000 land sales. So that's just really good to keep in mind. But what if this second part is true too, that another 100,000 of land sales is going to be sold secondary? So we need to understand how to best prepare for that. And is this not just on the secondary sale, but also what if it's another sale going on? What if it's not just 100,000? What if it's really the 200,000, right? That there's another 100,000 going to be sold later. So I wondered, what benefits could that have? Do you have to own any of these other NFTs? And as you guys know, possibly the second sale of 100,000, again, just a prediction, could go to these. Now, what I'm saying is these different NFTs were in the Bored Ape Yacht Club trailer, the CryptoPunks, the Mutant Apes, the Cool Cats, the Meebits, the Vox characters, the World of Women. Either way, why were they in the trailer? Do you think they're going to actually have access to this? I want to share with you something that I found very, very intriguing, and specifically the World of Women. Now, recently on April 15th, today is April 28th, World of Women posted this star map of their overall roadmap of what everything is going to look like and how it's all connected. Now, we're going to zoom up on this section, which is the metaverse. Now, in this metaverse, something very interesting is that WoW Galaxy holders and WoW holders would have access to the expansion of this metaverse, which we saw in that slide is the same submarine that was hovering in the Bored Ape Yacht Club trailer. So interesting. Will the WoW Galaxy or the WoW holders have access to those lands to buy them? I don't know. That's not something that I would say is a grain of salt, but maybe there's some benefit to us as WoW holders to getting inside if you miss out on this sale. And if you're interested, the World of Women Galaxies are actually selling for less than 1 Ethereum. Again, I wouldn't buy into this just yet. It has been dipping quite a bit. It went from literally 1.2 ETH to now 0.8. So just keep that in mind. The price could continue to drop. So overall, that's kind of the wrap up of this video. So I want you guys to think about how many Apecoins you possibly need, because now you kind of are getting a sense of what the Bored Ape Yacht Club community is trying to talk about in regards to how many they need to stack up. But this is also probably why the price of Apecoin is going up. But also keep in mind how much Ethereum you need to have in your wallet in order to pay for the gas fee. And also think about what type of land you may want to get. Again, we don't know if this is going to be land. We don't know if this is going to be a Koda sale. Again, everything is speculation at this point, but I hope that this video gives you some affirmation in regards to what you need to do next. Again, information is better and you need to prepare yourself, and it's really up to you to decide how this is going to work for you. So guys, I hope this has been helpful. Leave a comment down below what your thoughts are and what your predictions are, because we don't know what this is going to look like, but I do look forward to the minting this Saturday. I hope I get in. And yeah, that's about it, guys. So again, be sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. All right, guys, be sure to like that button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page, and I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching Cryptolution. Register on our Patreon page for our insider training tips and more. And don't forget to click on the affiliates link below to receive sign-up bonuses and access the Global Crypto Assets Exchange. Invest safely, and we'll see you on the next episode of Cryptolution.